Hello guys, here's Mark from DSK16 in France, and today we have here the Rlaarlo Armoril AMX12, I guess something in this style of name. And this is first of all a cool looking buggy. They have done something no other brand has done, and I really like that. A smart package. It's a carry box. Within you can pull your car, your lipos, your radio system, your tools, your spare parts, and that's over cool. It's fixed nicely here. All you have to do is to unmount and remount the wing mount because of the radio system in the back, but it's flex, so I do not unscrew and screw each time. I just put it in the box, flex a little bit the wing. It's not an issue. You have all you need. Like any time by Rlaarlo, you get spare parts. You have with the truck the manual, the lipo, a little charger with USB. It's a 1 amp capable charger. The lipo is 2000 and something milliamps, so it needs 2 hours and something to load. You get a spar front shock tower made of alloy if in any case you break the carbon shock tower, but I have tested the 114 and I give him hell on a little skate park. If you really break something here, then you are really a bad driver or have really bad luck. I even not need any A-arms or something, and I was really rude with the truck. You get some 12mm hex more, but it's because they are plastics, and on a truck you get the steel ones. You get another motor pinion because now you have the possibility to change your gear and gear mesh, and that's a major point which I was complaining on the 114 scale, because there was a way too big pinion on the motor. It was fast, but underneath it had a really lack of power, and I was not happy with that. Also in the crowbar, so now they do that. That's a really good point. You have for sure some small tools to use your car, and the manual is not just how to use the car. You also get the full plan to disassemble and reassemble your truck, and that's a good point. Like anytime, you can buy optional alloy parts on the hubs, but really not needed. What I especially like by this company is that they listen, because the first buggy was not really like we expected from the quality, from the driveline, and from the radio system especially was an issue for me. Between throttle and brake you have some slightly flu zone, and also on the steering was really swimmy. So at the crowbar they already do an upgrade that the radio system was way better. Still have a too big motor pinion, and the motor is running hot. For the moment the crowbar is only on a brushed version. Maybe they're gonna do a brushless version. Now they have motor mount which you can change your gear. Even if the crowbar was a heavy truck, he takes almost with no damage the skate park. It only breaks something, but I was rude on the throttle, and I have put in the crowbar a 36 60mm brushless motor. I was really hard with the truck. I make high jumps, and at one point I flex the chassis, and what happens when you have a straight line from the rear differential to the front differential is that the chassis flex but not the gears. So I broke a tooth, but my bad. Easy to find, cheap to replace, all what you need. So now instead of 114 they done hit 112, And we have now a sleeper unit in the middle. That's what I miss at since beginning at this brand. So they have done it here. You have a sleeper unit in the center, and the driveline is no more from front to rear. You have a shorter dog bone who allows, in any case, you flex the chassis to not destroy the gears. Suspension at the first one was okay. At the Cobalt, I was really happy with the setup, and also at this one, they really learn quick and fast and listen and change fast the stuff. You have out from the box a car. For sure, like any time, you have to check 1 or 2 screws to make 1 or 2 settings at a truck. But basically, it's already out from the box. Nice setup. You have a 3200 kV motor inside, which is a good choice because it's fast enough in 2, and if you want really drive badly fast, you can put a 3S in there. You have good quality from Carbone. We see it at the 1/14 scale. I break nothing, no chassis, no brace, nothing at the 1/14 scale. The driveline is now better quality than it was at the 1/14. You have all around turnbuckles. That means you have really here a 1/12 scale competition like buggy. He looks nice and he feels nice. I haven't drive it now, but I'm gonna do. I just wait to have some nice weather here. I'm an outdoor driver. I'm not going inside to drive. You have now the ESC separate from the radio system, and you get a Dumbo RC. That means a radio link system with it. Works fine, great range and precise. All what we need. A metal gear servo is fast enough also. Sway bar front and rear. And springs who are nice rated to the weight from the car. I have no preload here and it feels really great. And look now, if you remember, if you have seen my video about the 1/14, you have seen that it was impossible to start soft the car. It always was shaking and cogging. And look how nice now the truck starts. This means they have a right gear ratio in the truck. You feel the horsepower is already still not driving so quite and nice than the LC Racing trucky, but more and more like it. And what's super cool is the price. You get this car for 250 bucks with the transport case, with some spare parts, and a really nice support from Rlaarlo if anything is wrong or anything happens to a car. At the beginning, I mailed them 1 or 2 times. I tell them I have issue with the radio system. They quickly respond. They send me another radio system to check out. And then I still get for free the Carbone. I know many channels always are saying it's good, it's nice to get more free stuff because they only think on them. I do not that. I was straight with them. I tell them I'm not happy because the car is, I would say that the steering is not cool, throttle brake is strange, the driveline is rough, and I miss a sleeper unit. Then they have done the Carbone, send me the Carbone, and also there we talk about the gearing and all that stuff. And they, anytime at each car they do, they go 1 step or 2 forward. And we have now a super good radio system. We have a good motor, a good ESC, a super good servo, fast enough, a nice suspension, and a way better driveline than at the first models. So I hope that Rlaarlo gonna continue this way, and I hope to see arrive sometime 1/8 or 1/7 scale stuff from them. And I really love company who are listening, not like Horizon Hobby, just on the stuff. And then whatever you have, or tell them they just put you on a side, give you some excuses, and go away. It's your fault. They do not that. Check out JTRC if you don't understand my English, because it does it way better in English than me, for sure. Has already also the video from that little car. He drive it already on road, off road. So go check the channel from his channel, JTRC. I'm gonna drive it, I would say, as soon as we have nice weather here, and you're gonna hear from me. I already opened the differential. Diff access, mechanical access, super fast. You have to undo maybe 6 or 10 screws in the front or in the rear to get fast to the diffs. I let the stock grease in the diff here, really thin grease in the front. I just add a little bit of 500,000 CST oil. So you see here, this is stock, and this is what I have done, but I'm still not too heavy in the oil weight because I let the grease in there. So you see, it's easy to make it turn around, but I do that because it's the way I prefer to drive. I need a little bit more traction from the front on my cars, for my type of driving and my type of terrain I drive. So let me comment if you have already one, if it's the 114 buggy, if it's the 114 truggy, if it's the 112 scale here. What have you choose to do at the settings? Which shock oils did you use? Which grease or oil did you use in the differential? Have you changed the motor? Have you changed ESC? What type of tires are you using? I want to know everything from you guys. And check out JTRC. Bye guys.